Hey everybody, John Granato from the bench. Mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. And that's AJ Hoffman. He's on the Blitz afternoons on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. And please subscribe if you haven't already so that you get all of this content that we're putting out here at SportsMap. Let's talk some Texans football here, AJ. Deshaun Watson's list of preferred teams to be traded to are the Jets, the Panthers, and the Dolphins. All right, let's break that down just a little bit. We understand the Dolphins. I think they are probably pretty close, AJ. They're probably pretty close to winning. Maybe a quarterback could make the difference. They look like a good football team. They've got a lot of good players. The Panthers, they've got Joe Brady. Matt Rule is a great coach. They got Joe Brady as an offensive coordinator. You gotta really, really like that if you are a player. I think that they will be good probably pretty soon. The Jets. Now, why would the Jets be somewhere that Deshaun Watson would say he would want to go?
That's curious because from what I understood, Deshaun wanted to win. That if that's the reason you want to get out of here, you're tired of losing. I don't see that happening in New York. I have a general frustration with Deshaun picking the teams that he wants to go to. To me, this should be if you want to be traded away from here, it's real simple. Waive your no trade clause, and then we will find the best deal for our team. If you want to be here, then just say you want to be here. But if you really, really want out, waive your no trade clause, because limiting the market of teams that are able to, even make an offer for Deshaun does the Texans no favors. So if he's looking for the favor, and really we've discussed this before, the Texans have 99% of the leverage in this situation. If you're looking for us to do you a favor, you need to do us this favor and say, hey, it's an open market, and whoever makes the best offer, that's who makes the best offer.
Well, so it begs the question too: is this about winning, or is this about lifestyle? Miami?
That's what I'm saying. It sounds to me like it's about just getting out of here. And the Jets seem in his head like a team that, okay, this team has the assets that could maybe pry me away from the Texans. And it's also, I guess for whatever reason, he thinks it's not a horrible situation. I don't see it as being anything better than what he's got here. He goes there and he's got the same issues that he has here. He has a bad roster, and his contract is punitive enough that they're not going to be able to add a ton of great free agents. They're not going to have the draft picks to build around him. It's the exact same situation without Jack Easterby, I guess, is that's the big selling point.
Cal. I think this is about ownership more than anything else, if you want to know the truth. And Johnson's, that ownership, holy crap. You're going from the pot into the fire. I don't know what that saying is. But the Jets are exactly right. You lose those first round draft picks, which you don't have here either. You don't have any players there, which you don't have here either.
You know what you've got? You've got a left tackle, the same thing you've got here.
Yeah, that's about it. So I don't get that. I would, if the Jets are on the board, I guess that there's more. I mean, he'd have to say if we would comply with the Jets, there's a bunch of teams that he would say yes to, I would imagine then, right?
And that's what I don't understand. If you'll say yes to the Jets, why won't you say yes to the Lions? Why won't you say yes to the football team?
Let's say he vetoes a trade. Let's say it's a trade, too, that you're like, wow, that's a really, really, really good deal for the Texans. First of all, I think the fan base is going to turn on Deshaun eventually anyway.
I do too.
I think that this is something he committed himself to this 5-year deal, took the guaranteed money, and then all of a sudden I'm going home. I'm not playing for you anymore. And I think it is gonna hurt him in the long run. But if he vetoed a trade that would make the Texans maybe a nice deal that would possibly turn the franchise around in a hurry, I think this fan base would certainly turn on him.
Yeah, I think, like you said, the meter's already moving from one side to the other of, God, the Texans are so incompetent. I don't blame Deshaun. I think the longer this thing goes on, the more it goes to, all right, Deshaun, get over it. Get out here and play football. That's what you agreed to do, especially if he's going to start saying, that deal's not for me. I don't want to go there. That's why I said it from the beginning. This no trade clause should have been waived. That should have been the first priority. If you want out, take it off the table and we'll get you out of here. Otherwise, you're our quarterback. And the longer Deshaun sits there and says, well, I'm not going to play, and the more he gets fined, the more he doesn't show up, the more fan sort of favor just goes that other way.
No, I agree wholeheartedly. And all of these stories about Deshaun has the leverage, he doesn't.
No.
The team has all the leverage because he put his name on a 5-year deal, and they can sit on that forever, Deshaun, and you ain't getting paid. You ain't getting no coke, okay, Deshaun? So you have got to comply with whatever this team decides is best for this team. That's the way this thing is going to go.